the mix that he was running with, to be sure. So
battling
pretty
for
fierce.
position.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Milner's barely in front of. Well, now it actually expands out because in traffic. I looked at the monitor at the last time the scoring monitor where the margin was, and it was non-existent. Obviously, traffic. Tommy's been able to gap him a little bit, but one of the quickest guy here is the Kuno Whitmer in the number 93, and he is really putting some racing on. There was Colin Brown coming underneath Farnbacher, and as he drifted across at the top of Moss, just a little tap from Farnbacher. No harm, no foul.
That's right, and behind Dominic Farnbacher, still about 4 seconds behind is Kuno Whitmer in the second of the Vipers, car number 93, and Jan Magnussen about another 4 seconds behind, and Magnussen and Joey Hand battling away for 4th and 5th places, but apparently not able to keep up with the number 4 Corvette or the 2 Vipers. That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. We are now into our final 10 minutes, folks. 9.5 minutes remaining in this 5th round of the championship. The Sports Car Grand Prix at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and some class battles. There we sit with the 91 of Farnbacher. Again, that's the margin. That next car up is the leader in the GT class with Kuno Whitmer consistently running quicker and closing the margin up, but does he have time? And with all of that contretop in the GT Challenge and that battle for second, Bleekemolen, who's had seen his lead whittled down to about 2 seconds, now finds it back up to about 5.
It does indeed, but Spencer Pampelli now, at least he has clear track. Whether he can do anything about Bleekemolen's lead, I don't know. But Ryan DL, hats off to he and Alex Popow, who are running in 3rd place in the class, their first start in GT Challenge, and doing an excellent job.
Colin Brown leads in LMP Challenge, 2nd the 81 of Van der Zende, 3rd the 8 of Kyle Marcelli. So, and a great story with the 52 of Mike Gouache after the crash in qualifying, coming up and being right back in the top 5.
You're right, and that battle for second there still going on in PC. Number 81 of Renger van der Zende and number 8 of the local hero Kyle Marcelli still at it, hammer and tongs. Nothing to choose between those 2 cars.
We just saw Milner getting a little bit balked here, and that has allowed the 91 of Farnbacher to get a little bit, take off about half of that margin, and he was able to get through that GT Challenge car a little bit cleaner, so he's closed that up. In P2, it's still Marino Franchitti leading in the 551 level 5 entry, but only by about 4 seconds over Scott Sharp in the 01 ESM Patron entry, and then Tucker about 5 seconds back in 3rd, and then the number 02 of Van Overbeck, again, still that lap down, but things other than that gap up front with Lucas Luhr having a big lead at this point over Tony Burgess in the P1 category. The other classes all close heading into our final 7 minutes.
Yeah, they certainly are, and what a job Tommy Milner has done.
Yeah.
He and Oliver Gavin, the defending champions in GT, of course. They started off this season with a magnificent win at the 12 Hours of Sebring. Richard Westbrook joining these 2 in that car on that occasion. Since then, though, they've not had an awful lot of luck, but they are not too far back out in the championship points. This is a big battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th, because they're separated with just a couple of points in there, a whole bunch of different drivers in there. But it's been a super run by Gavin and Milner. And Milner now, it's just less than 7 minutes ago, but they're still the Viper ever present. Does Dominic Farnbacher have anything for the Corvettes?
Boy, and I'll tell you, this is pressure cooker scenario here when you've got somebody that close to you heading into the final moments of a race. And now, Tommy, they've had clear track for a couple of laps. It is gone. There is some traffic up in front of Milner. I think it's the number 30, Edwards, who's gone in, got that Yokohama tire that was cut down in that contact replaced. And he's through. But there is some traffic right now as we come out of Moss now. And Bleekemolen, boy, Pampelli has thrown down a couple of very fast laps and brought that margin down to Bleekemolen from over 4 seconds to 2.3. That was at the line last time. So we're going to see just how close that is as we ride on board with Dominic Farnbacher as we are closing in under 6 minutes to go. And here we go. Milner up into traffic. That's the 44 team car. And he's going to swing around at the approach to turn 10. He's through. Farnbacher Nice job by Dominic there not to run up on the back of that 44 car.
5.5 minutes left.
And actually just gave himself a little bit of breathing room and made up some ground in that exchange. Nice piece